Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Peter. This is Tech Suvara, and today we're going to talk about the 4 things that you need to make a video game and that every single video game that's ever been made has had. So let's get straight into it and find out. So what are these 4 things, really important 4 things that make up a video game development cycle, right? So let's get into the number 1 thing that you need to start off. When you get this idea for a video game, you will develop a game design document. A game design document is the central part of a video game idea that has all the information you need about what will happen within the video game experience. So that would be the type of style of art, the mechanics of the game, the general story, how things fit together, balancing. This document basically defines the rules and the ideas behind it that will then be used by the other 3 things, and they all feed back into each other. So when you've got a game design document, generally you collate everything that you have, all the kind of input assets that you have into the second thing, which is the tools. The tools that you use to build a video game are the things that take in assets like images, audio recording, video recording, and then you put these together and you export the secondary assets, right? So every video game has a set of tools that are used to build things like levels, to help balance the game, to help support users in the game. These tools are either built by the studio or the people that build the game itself, or they're used as a secondary third-party tool. So you might have heard of Unity 3D or Unreal. These are the tools. So the tools need and they generate the third thing that every video game development cycle has, and this is the assets. So the assets are, as mentioned before, there would be the video, the audio, the levels, the game mechanic balancing files that would be used to manage things within the game. So for instance, if you have like weapons, then there would be a set of assets that specify certain properties about these these weapons or things that you have in the game. So assets are a critical aspect of the development life cycle. They are the input from an external source, whether it's an artist's drawing levels, pixel art, or whatever it is that you build. They'll be then taken by the tools and mashed up into another set of assets. So all of these assets that are generated from the tools are then used by the 4th thing that every video game cycle has. And this is really essentially the end product that the user sees. Those assets that came out of the tools that were built are put in and run on an engine, a video game engine. And that is the core of the video game that users see when they experience the video game. So the engine is what would take the internal assets and render them to your screen, that pipe out audio so you could hear it. The engine would process rendering. It would take the mechanics and you apply the mechanics in the video game loop. So the engine takes all these components, it's a number of systems, and processes them over time to create that interactive experience for you. So that's it, guys. There are the 4 things every video game cycle needs to build a video game. And from here, where do we go from here? So I want to dig into more detail about how these things work, and we're going to slowly move into more technical understanding of each part of the process of developing a video game. And then in the future, my goal as part of this channel would be to actually build something that I've always wanted to build. So thanks guys for listening, and I hope you find this little tidbit insightful, and I'll see you at the next video. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Catch ya.